Hi everyone, you're welcome to 2 Minutes with this Carlos. Now I'm speaking to you on the love of God, love objective and love subjective. I've met people who insist that God doesn't love them, and they do so on the premise that some other person seems to enjoy the good things of life while they do not. This dilemma exists because the love of God can be categorized based on human perception into love objective and love subjective. 1 John 4, it establishes the fact that God is love. And we find in Malachi 3:6, amongst other scripture, that God doesn't change. If God doesn't change, then his love doesn't change. God doesn't become more loving. His love towards you does not increase or decrease based on what you do or fail to do. It is his essence. It emanates from his person. Love never fails. This is love objective. The love God has for the sinner is the exact same love he has for the saints. The love God gives is never based on performance. Some may ask, then why does the saint seem to enjoy more of God's love than the sinner? This is love subjective. The measure of God's love experienced is dependent on our response to it. The saint is saved and the sinner is not, because the former has responded to the love of God by believing in the finished work of Christ, while the latter has not. The love of God objective is unconditional, while the love of God subjective is conditional. You loving God by obeying his word is your positive response to the love of God. And as you do so, the Spirit of God working in your spirit opens you up to more of God's objective love. Then the measure of God's subjective love in you increases. The onus lies on you to respond to God's love by obeying his precepts this day, and you will experience more of God's love. Remain blessed. This is Carlos.